Anthony Joshua is one of the most impressive knockout artists the UK has ever produced. Ever since he won the gold medal, he's had a massive profile, but at the same time a massive target on his back. Because of the attention and promotion Joshua has been given on his way up, many of his opponents feel the need to make a name for themselves, knowing how monumental it would be if they defeated Joshua. So several of his opponents have talked a lot in the lead up to their fight with Joshua, and it all started with Kevin Johnson.
I want to make an agreement with him. Anthony knocks me out, I donate 50% of my fight purse to one of his charities. Now, but you get knocked out, you donate 50% of your money to one of my charities. I think that's a very fair game.
I'm not playing with my money.
It's not. I mean, if you're confident, when you say you're going to knock somebody out with confidence, it's not a joke. It's not a game. I'm telling you, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, whether it's 5, 6, or 9. I'm going to get you. So I'm not playing with my money. Truthfully, I just doubled my money. So you don't know how to gamble. This ain't even a game. I guarantee I doubled my money because I know for a fact that I will get you, but I just can't say what round. But you're saying within 5. If you get me within 5, I'll donate 75%. I guarantee you're not going to do what nobody else has done. I don't care. I know that for a fact.
When he falls and he gets depressed and don't know what else to do and gets discouraged and feel as though that he cannot step to that elite of ass whooping anymore, I'll step in and take the rest of his contract. I don't have a promoter. I don't have a promoter. I'm willing to step in so that way your shows can go on, your dates can go on, and they take them back to the chop shop and do some homework to them. I'll step in for you for the rest of the year, take that over. Guaranteed.
As usual, Joshua himself was reserved in the build-up, and he would let his fists do the talking come fight day.
Does Kevin Johnson live up to all those words? Whether it goes that long remains to be seen, and we're about to find out. Because the record would suggest your ability. There's the first big right hand landing. And Johnson already in big trouble here. Shrugs if to say, is that it? Is that the best you've got? But he was shaken, Jim. I think he's feeling this already. Continues just to zero in on him. Taking his time. Joshua going to work once again and nails him! And it was the ropes that kept him up. He hung on to the rope. He takes a count. Now he's got rid of it, but can Johnson survive? Joshua looking to just blitz him inside a round. There goes the bell, and Johnson is finished. Destroyed in a round. He's on his feet now. Is Ian John Lewis going to let that continue?
By the end of round 1, Kevin Johnson had already crumbled to the canvas. The referee made the decision to continue the fight into round 2, but surely it wasn't going to last very long.
It's your call if you want to go on. That right hand of Anthony Joshua's. And it's not a case of when. Looks like it's going to be any second now. He is in terrible, terrible trouble here. Just getting blown apart.
Got to get him out of there. Nothing back. What is the point in this?
And give him credit. He stood up to that assault, but if Joshua can just measure one right hand, that'll be it. Ability is well deserved. How much longer can this go on? And it's stopped. It's over. Just got bowled over. And the biggest smile in the place belongs to Anthony Joshua, who does it again.
For Joshua to beat Kevin Johnson in that manner was a real statement at the time. Johnson had fought some serious heavyweights beforehand. Tyson Fury, Vitaly Klitschko, Derek Chisora, and he went the full distance with all of them, whereas Joshua demolished him with ease. Fast forward 2 fights and Joshua is now in the biggest step up of his career so far versus Dillian Whyte. Whyte was a fellow undefeated prospect at the time, and these two actually shared some history. Whyte earned a decisive win over Joshua in the amateurs, at a time where Joshua was far more inexperienced, and as you'd expect, Whyte was using this as a selling point in the lead up to their fight. While Dillian wasn't as highly rated or promoted as Joshua, he was still a dangerous, undefeated knockout artist in his own right. So in the midst of all the Joshua hype at the time, Dillian Whyte and his now famous left hook could prove to be a spanner in the works in the making of a superstar. And Joshua's first ever face-to-face interview would be with Dillian.
But let's get to the amateur scene. Your first fight as an amateur was against this man here.
Yeah. In that fight, you were shy, you got disheartened, you got beat down. At the end of the fight, you fold over, you was running away.
You need to learn how to finish people as well. You can't finish people.
Okay.
None of them.
When I hit these guys, they go down and they get dazed. You just do some little da-da-da-da and the referee just jumps in.
What was different about you?
My mindset. I don't scared of nobody. I don't scared of a skinny bodybuilder.
A skinny bodybuilder, what were your memories?
You beat me. My first loss. Dylan took me...
You came there confident and you got bashed up.
Dylan took me 3 rounds, and then I went on and achieved what I achieved.
If everybody leave the room, and me and you staying here now, I would walk out. And you won't.
That's why I see you're a talker. You talk too much.
Do you want to do it now?
You talk too much.
Let everybody get out the room now. Me and you staying here, we can have it. And see who walks out.
There again, you talk too much.
Let's have it then. Let's have it. It's as simple as that. Let's have it.
Who's got more to prove?
I'm composed.
I keep myself as an underdog mentality. I ain't got nothing to prove.
Don't talk rubbish, man. Like Sugar Robinson said, it's hard to wake up and run when you're wearing silk pajamas.
So Dylan got banned as an amateur. He's been banned as a professional. I've gone about my business the right way.
That's not what he said.
I've gone about my business the right way and handled my business.
That's not what he said.
So don't put me and Dylan in the same bracket.
That's not what he said. Your heart will fail you. Trust me.
Who are you, a doctor?
See, if it was on the road,
your mouth will get you into
I would
much
deal with
trouble.
you. Trust me.
We're on the roads. We're on the roads. Every day I'm on the roads.
Tell you what, when we finish here,
every day
we can meet outside. We can finish here and meet outside.
Once again, compose yourself.
I'm composed.
Just compose yourself.
I'm composed. I'll deal with you in a composed manner, a composed, sinister manner.
Because he ain't got nothing. He's not a champion. You're a simple matter in my life, Dylan.
That's good. I heard you have nightmares about me at night.
Why?
I heard you have nightmares about me at night. Forget boxing.
I'm listening.
If me and you was to have it, I would absolutely destroy you.
You've got your chance.
But I don't understand, Dylan, what I don't understand is why...
He's fat. You don't train hard enough.
All right, prediction time. Let's cut it clear.
Probably 4 rounds.
That's good. The fans been giving me 1 round. So you're less confident in them.
No, I'm not listening to what they say. This is me and you.
You're less confident in them.
What anyone else has got to say.
Don't let your fans are saying 1 round.
Telling you.
Prediction time.
Could be 1, 2, 3. Could be any.
You've told us 6 to 8.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the rounds I'm looking for, but it could be before.
They both seem to get under each other's skin here, but as expected, White was much more vocal between them and was the one refusing the handshake at the end. So come fight day, it was Joshua's opportunity to humble him.
Officially weighing in at 17 stone, 7 pounds. Both your heads in close, good luck to you both. Judge clubs.
Now it becomes very real indeed. Officially for the Commonwealth and the vacant British title, Joshua wants revenge. Wide swinging hooks of his.
I just like that White came out jabbing and we have to see...
Joshua nails him with a left hand. White in trouble already. A little bit unsteady for a moment there. It was the left hook that did it.
Take it to Joshua, but you've got to think what you're doing. He's not thinking enough behind it. He's not setting himself properly. A great shot for
keep Joshua at bay in some ways.
But he's not...
If Dillian White can keep using the jab, it'll keep Joshua
again
busy.
With one of those left hands. For the second time, it's the left that's shaken Dillian White. Second, something could go off here. And again a wobble. Again it was the left. It comes through. Joshua sticks his tongue out at White. White ready. The legs don't look good at all. And Joshua just hit him. And White is starting to come apart here already. He can't do it. He's still got nearly 45 seconds to get through here from White. Nice uppercut ripping in there. White showing he's got a chin and a heart. Can't miss him, can he? White just swinging it.
Joshua is just in a different level from White, and there's no getting away from that.
It seems like he's got clear some of the cobwebs out of the round.
Okay, that was Joshua hitting after the bell and White not having any of it. White's lost control. And what's happening here? Everybody's in the ring. Everybody.
Want to get disqualified. He's a boxer, he knows, and he threw several punches after the bell.
Joshua puts on a thorough beating of Dillian White in the first round. This was Joshua at absolute peak confidence. He was undefeated, he knocked out every opponent he faced. He was walking down and smiling at White while beating him up, which is likely why Dillian was so heated after the bell. Many boxers would have been disqualified immediately under those circumstances, but regardless, the fight was to go on.
So, round 2 then of this 12-rounder.
Joshua on the defensive in some ways. And
what's Banks said just to calm Dillian White down.
The jab though, you know, right? I think Joshua's too reliant on the power shot. I know he hurts him, but
he's going to have to take chances because he is not going to get himself into this fight.
But can you take a chance against Anthony?
Trying to get off the ropes right now. You don't want to be there with Anthony Joshua.
White trying to do just that. Joshua, big right uppercut. The legs wobbled again. And again, Joshua's picking him off as the guard drops a solid right hook. White can certainly take a punch.
Oh, he hurt him.
And he shook
Joshua.
He shook Joshua.
Joshua's hurt.
Joshua's in big trouble. Massive here. White going for it.
White's got to be careful not to punch himself out, though.
Pressed his chin out, and White's done that.
Big right hand from White. And Joshua, for the first time in his career.
That was the length.
Joshua has never been in this
again.
situation before.
He's Olympic gold medal.
And he's been hurt tonight. There's another one of those body shots. Joshua not looking good on his legs at all, and White continuing to work the body. Survives the first crisis of his career, but he's feeling those body shots.
Joshua experiences the first crisis of his professional career at the hands of a left hook. That same punch has buzzed, put down, or completely sparked a lot of opponents. Joshua was wobbled, but had it in him to survive. But as a result of that punch, Joshua's confidence was waning, and Dillian's body shots were taking effect.
Anthony Joshua has had all that smugness knocked right out of his face.
It was done, and it wasn't done, and he got himself in trouble, especially in the heavyweight division.
Clearly hurt Joshua. Good.
So Joshua lowers his hands and then put the right hand up to the head.
Joshua 3, he's never worked up a sweat before. And I don't think Joshua likes where this is going now.
Progresses, will he keep his power or on the jab?
Again, a look downstairs from Dylan White.
Nice body
Joshua
shot
looks
from
for the
Joshua.
response though from Joshua as well. But White grits his teeth, soaks it up, he's in the White corner.
Joshua's just a bit too stiff.
Is a massive, massive upset brewing here. Everybody said this one will be over after 3.
The normally polished boxer was being dragged into a firefight. There was a sense that an upset was brewing if Dillian could continue to drag him into deep waters, as this was the first time he'd ever been beyond a third round.
Solid left hand to start with from Joshua.
It's more important for White to remain disciplined, although you'd like to see him stay disciplined.
Pretty non-existent in the previous round, but this is better.
Any kind of cohesiveness at all. White then does land a right hand attack as well.
That's good, sir.
Better again from Joshua. Well, White hasn't gone as far as proving Joshua's a fake yet. Not at all again, a slip.
With the chin he's got.
He's got a terrific force. He's still very young himself in the pro game. Here can we... 3-2.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Yeah.
they both, new territory for both of them.
Round 5. How... Big right hand. It does connect.
Was done, he was a little bit careless, but I think now he knows his career.
You gotta maintain a game plan and be smart.
But certainly the notion that he can blast his way through Dylan White. Joshua.
Yeah, he's timing his punches so much better than a couple of rounds ago. This
Easy for both of them thus far.
Oh, good body shot.
Yes, Joshua.
Earlier in the fight, how White was always first. Now
not been driven back with Joshua.
Well, he's back in business these days.
him back. Left hook, but Joshua was smart enough to catch it.
That accuracy and that
Shots have knocked some out of him as well. Oh, terrific.
keeps firing back every time he does get tagged. Tagged there. What a good fight this is.
After a troubling rounds 2 and 3, the following rounds seemed to be a return to form for Joshua, but his work still wasn't done.
We never ask for a scorecard from Jim Watt when Anthony Joshua is working. There's our first one ever.
Obviously the round where he hurt
Finally got him. Rocked by that big right hand. Joshua looking to size him up. Lands a right hand of his own. Terrific response again from White.
He's in shape.
Incredible that White is still there. Joshua, Howard Foster having a close look now.
But as long as White returns,
he is doing. But look at the legs. There's a grin from White, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes. He's surely no way up here for Dylan White. It's stopped. It's over. Dramatic and unbelievable at the finish. Joshua.
I think White's still trying to get up.
White's still in some distress.
Joshua passes the biggest test of his career so far with a thunderous uppercut. Joshua did answer a lot of questions in this fight. Typically, with every prospect, there is a wonder about how he responds when he gets placed in deep water or a situation he doesn't like. Joshua was placed in a very dangerous situation in round 2, but he overcame it. So that was a sign as to how dominant Joshua could be in the future. This fight was followed by Joshua's first ever title shot, facing the IBF champion Charles Martin. Martin was also quite outspoken in the lead up to the fight, but in a much stranger way compared to Dillian and Johnson.
I'm a champ. I'm gonna keep on being a champ. So I'm gonna knock him out, period. I don't need to call no rounds. When I see it, I'm gonna do it.
That's champ talk. I like that.
You in front of me now. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get right over you. I'm gonna step right over you. I walk this earth like a god. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I am. I'm a world champion now, and I'm gonna keep it. She's staying right there with me. Ain't going nowhere.
Charles Martin was a bit of a paper champion at the time, but Martin was still undefeated, still a knockout puncher, and on paper this was the closest fight in terms of the odds in Joshua's career up to this point. So ideally Joshua would improve from that previous White performance.
The sense of anticipation here at the O2, but the hope of everyone in this arena is it's the coming of age of Anthony Joshua. And Martin carries very, very respectable power with his left hand. The straight left is particularly impressive, but he can hook with it as well. Our crowd, they are waiting for an explosion here from Joshua. He's Martin in front of him, circling. But Martin's got to watch for, and he's starting to unload here. Which have always looked. These two novices. Another right hand gets in from Joshua. Martin looking a little bit wary here, just got tangled up there.
To see what comes back from Joshua, tries the left.
A strong opening round from Joshua. He was dictating the pace and where the fight goes in a more sophisticated way compared to the White fight, as he was much quicker to exit the pocket after throwing, which allowed him to escape the first round barely taking a punch.
But the feeling in this arena, it's ready just to burst. Beats sparring Joey Abel, Minnesota Ice, remember a couple of years ago. They came over, all to front with the left hand, and there's an unsteady look about Charles Martin here.
Right, look for the left.
Got him! Right hand on the floor, looks into his corner, as if to say, what on earth was that? Taking every second he can. He left in this second round, and he's down again! And Josh on the brink here, strolls into the corner. Over, done. Britain has a new world heavyweight champion.
Well, he said yesterday, Charles won, that he'd never been hurt, and that was a short reign, and we have a new heavyweight champion of the world.
Joshua effortlessly becomes heavyweight champion of the world. Puts down Martin with a pull counter straight right. Martin gets up and immediately gets put back down. The ref had seen enough and it was over. And so the 5-year reign of Anthony Joshua was to begin. Fast forward many years later to the final title defence of Joshua's career versus Kubrat Pulev. There weren't many outspoken challengers in Joshua's title reign, with the exception of Jarrell Miller, where the fight didn't even go through. So when the Bulgarian starts screaming at him at the weigh-ins, it was a reminder of how things were.
Then right now, humble yourself. I'm better than you. Don't come in there running your mouth. Okay, respect, Olympic champions. I don't care about that. Champion. I don't care about that. I respect you, man. Tomorrow I show you, man. You talk too much. Tomorrow I show you. You say, and believe. Tomorrow I show you. Tomorrow I show you. Tomorrow I show you. Tomorrow I show you, buddy. That's his bonus. That's his But tomorrow I show you because I'm better than you. Try. That's it. Try. Tomorrow you try. I don't try. Tomorrow you try. I don't try. Tomorrow I promise you try. I'm just talking to you. I don't try. I don't try. Tomorrow I show you. Yes, see people like you. For many years in boxing, people like you have been talking. Tomorrow I show you. People like you have been talking. Tomorrow I show you. We gotta go. Gotta go. Tomorrow I show you. Okay. You know I'm better. Come on now. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing, man.
This was a much more clinical version of Joshua, someone who had developed his technical boxing ability through his title reign, but also maintained that spite and finishing ability.
Invitation to experience this up close.
Both guys very cagey here, trying to find their range.
New time for AJ. And look at this.
He's trying to edge closer, keeps nudging.
And the judging of distance.
Lead left hook for Joshua.
Oh, good right hand from Joshua. In the Pulev took that, but he was hurt. There's the smile, and there's plenty of time in the round. Big uppercut Joshua. Beautiful from Anthony Joshua. And Pulev all at sea. And he's in the corner, trapped. But the timing and the power of Anthony Joshua.
Because brilliant, the right hand that started, it was an absolute beast. He timed it perfectly. I think he's going to get the knockout here. He's going to go for it. Beautiful
uppercut. Down goes Pulev. Can he get through the round?
To take that first right hand that he walked onto, never seen it coming. Since then landed several sweet, beautiful uppercuts.
Joshua hits Pulev with an absolutely perfect pull counter. Pulev stands up to it, but is badly hurt, and he's so overwhelmed by the pressure, he has to turn his back. The ref gives him a count, and he goes down again. But Joshua never gets greedy chasing the finish here, recognising how good Pulev's recovery is.
Bang on the chin, got nailed with a couple of spots.
As well that night.
Yeah, I think Pulev's trying to jab the... Oh, good right hand.
Was a good one. Dana Povetkin in that upset. We've had 9.
Last round, he was committing with the 1-2s.
Wild right hand, but again looking for the uppercut, and he's planting his feet now. Getting up at times, Joshua. As he goes.
Pulev's always trying to get closer by nudging that front shot, and he's falling off balance.
There's the uppercut again, doubles. Good uppercut from Joshua, and that will hurt Kubrat Pulev, and he's down again. Will Joshua let him off the hook?
Big shot.
There is no way, surely, he can get up from that. Extraordinary. It is over as he retains his world heavyweight belts. Joshua's back.
A monstrous rear uppercut sets up the finishing sequence in round 9. He follows up to get the initial knockdown, and similar to the Martin fight, as soon as Pulev gets back up, he follows through with the 2 down the pipe, and Pulev goes down for a final time, and the fight is over. The funny thing about Joshua is that he seems to have the best performances of his career versus the most vocal opponents. But when it comes to Andy Ruiz, Alexander Usyk, Daniel Dubois, they've been a lot more laid back. At the time of publishing this video, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua has not taken place. A Jake Paul fight normally would be the perfect place for a humbling situation, but relative to his usual self, Jake has not really been outspoken in the build-up. I think the reason for this is pretty obvious. There is a 100% chance Joshua beats him up in their fight. The more Jake talks, the worse it will be for him both in the ring and afterwards. So all he can really do is recognise Joshua as the favourite, which he should be, acts like he's got a real chance and he believes in himself to win. So when he does get beaten up, it's not as bad for him. So that's going to do it for the video. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. Goodbye.